Hey, do you realize over 80% of people have debt and have very high debt? We saw an increase in that over COVID, over the last couple of years because of the increase in groceries and prices across the board. So most people are trying to get out of debt. My name is Matt with Highline Financial Coaching. Today we are going to talk about the debt snowball. Does it work or is it worthless? And we're going to talk about how to improve that, and we'll turn it into the Debt Snowball 2.0, or we'll make it into an avalanche. So so years ago, my wife and I we were quite a bit younger. We had a small family, and we had just gone through some layoffs and had increased our debt significantly because we had to live on credit cards. We had to do what was needed to survive. And because of that, we read the book about the debt snowball and thought it was a great option and started utilizing it. And we got out of debt. We paid off a lot of debt, but there were a couple things that were extremely frustrating for me. One, they didn't do anything with credit. And why have good credit if you can't utilize it to help yourself better your financial situation, whether that's your debt payoff, whether that's getting into a new house. So that was one of them that really drove me crazy, as well as it was extremely slow. So we did it, and after a year, we might have paid off $10,000 of debt, which sounds incredible. But when you're able to turn it into the Debt Snowball 2.0, you can pay off a heck of a lot more than $10,000 in a year. So there are ways to do that. So about 8 years ago, I found a way to improve that and do what I'd been wanting to all along, and that was utilizing credit and also making it a lot quicker. So there are ways that you can triple, quadruple, even quadruple how fast you pay off debt. And that's by utilizing resources that are out there, whether it's a credit card, a line of credit, savings, investments. There's ways to turn that into the Debt Snowball 2.0. Now, when we did that a little over 8 years ago, we had just gotten into a new house, and we had spent a lot of money on the appliances. We had to pay cash for the appliances because anyone who's built a house or gotten into a house knows what a nightmare it is when you try to get the financing at the end. We had gone over $20,000 on our custom built house, and which we felt like that wasn't that big of a deal, but the bank did. The bank wouldn't finance us for that extra $20,000. So we actually had to find new financing options, and we actually had to put all of the appliances on a credit card. So because of that, we had that debt of the appliances, and we were able to pay that off within 3 months. And it was over $20,000 of debt. And that was utilizing the resources available through the banks, there's multiple ways to do that. And I like utilizing lines of credit because that makes it so the money's revolving. You're able to utilize it multiple times, and a lot of times the interest rates are less than what you're paying in other areas. So if you're going to do that, you want to be smart about it, because the things you're looking at are how much do you owe, how much interest is involved, how much cash flow do you need, and you've got to be able to look at all these different options when making that decision. Now, in the Debt Snowball, they tell you to go after the smallest one first and keep plugging away at that. A lot of times the smallest one isn't the smartest one. A lot of times the smallest one may be 0% interest, or it may have an extremely high payment. Again, you want to look at your personal situation and judge it based on that. Highline in Financial Coaching, we help people organize that. That's one aspect of getting your finances in order, is being able to pay off your debt and do it a lot quicker than you can with just the debt snowball. And if you're somebody that has even basic credit score, if you've got a 550, 600 or above, there are things you can do to improve that and get yourself into a position where you are very effective at paying off your debt. So If you'd like to hear more or you like this video, subscribe to our channel. Would love to hear from you and see how you've been able to pay off debt and get into a better position, because this is one aspect that can really, truly help people get into a better position financially. Because just think, if you could eliminate all your debt, how big of a pay increase would that be? Are you paying $500 a month, or are you paying $10,000 a month in debt? If you're able to eliminate that, that money goes into your pocket. So that could be the biggest pay increase you've ever seen. So my name is Matt with Highline Financial Coaching.